नहीं। Om Shanti. Good morning. We were listening to a very wonderful song. What does Father want to say? So, in today's Murli as well, Baba has taught the royalty. We all are learning Raj Yoga. We are Raj Yogis. The definition of this term, that is Raj Yogi, which means royal yogi. What is the royalty which has to be imbibed? Our Father, that He is the incorporeal tiny point of light. We are His lovely children, and we are the members of His family. Some belong to a royal family, they will have a lot of intoxication. I belong to this family. So Baba also reminds us that you are the members of Baba's family. Do you think it's an ordinary thing? To become a member of the God's family, it's not an ordinary thing. The whole world is there. because we have become the members and we have that relationship, and of course we fulfill that. Because Baba makes us belong to him through that relationship. That is the relationship of the father and child. Then Baba says son shows father, because Baba is incorporeal. He is a tiny point of light. He is the resident of the supreme abode. Who will reveal him? You children. So in today's Murli, Baba has given the sweet teachings. While I was coming here, I just was thinking about something. What is that organ which will just import the information that cannot export? Prakash brother, what is that sense organ which will just import? Eyes can import as well as export. That is ears. Ears just import the information, they don't export. They have to apply the agents. They have to take the help of the mouth to export. But ears are the only sense organs which will just import. And today Baba particularly, Baba talks us to do the spiritual endeavor of these years, and Baba draws our attention towards that. Baba says, hear no evil. Don't hear. If you hear, then the upheaval will definitely take place. Who are you? You are the diamond merchants. You are the businessman who deal with the business of gems or jewels. You don't deal with the stones or the rubbish. So you must promise yourself, I don't even want to listen anything. Because when you listen, obviously you get influenced. Baba says, don't cause sorrow to anyone. Baba says, if you are causing sorrow to anyone, you are accumulating sin. Because you children are the best children of the bestower of happiness, so you must give happiness to everyone. The business of taking and giving sorrow continued for half a cycle. Now Baba says you must deal with the business of giving and taking happiness. These are the quite common things where children are even taught to tolerate, not to cause sorrow, to tell the truth. Don't hear the evil things. Don't even talk. Don't even get into. These are the common manners. So Baba says you are becoming a deity. You must have a higher. You are becoming a deity from a human being. So what is the dharma of the ones who become deities? You have to become or not? So how should be your dharma? So today's Murli is based on this. Baba just talks about the importance of this time. That is, he tells us to recognize the importance of the time. What we are getting at this time cannot be received at any other time. How much your time is valuable. If you really understand that, that's understanding also received at this time, not at any other time. You must be concerned about your time, so you are concerned about you. Because time is life. It's not about using your time in a worthwhile way. This time is your money. The time is your wealth. We don't have any other resource apart from this. Baba has given this resource equally to everyone. This time is the wealth, and how am I spending this time? How am I investing my resource? Of course, we invest the wealth in many other ways, and this time is also one of the important resources. And how are you investing your time? Baba also reminded us to know the importance of the present time. Let's listen to the direct versions of Baba. Sweet children, your time is very valuable. That's why don't waste it in useless matters. Question: what Srimad have been given by the Father in order to change you from human beings into deities? What Srimad was given in last Murli? Baba said you should not sulk with anyone. Answer: children, since you are changing from human beings into deities, you mustn't have any type of devilish natures. Second, you must not become angry with anyone. Third, don't even cause anyone sorrow. Fourth, don't listen to useless things. The Father Srimad is hear no evil. Om Shanti. The way you children sit is very simple. You can sit anywhere. You sit in the forest, or on a mountain, or at home, or in a cottage. You can sit anywhere. By sitting in this way, you children become transferred. You children know that now. You know that you are human beings who are going to become future deities. And we are changing from those thorns into flowers. Baba, he's the master of the garden, and as well as the gardener, Only by remembering the Father and just spinning the discus of the self-realization, that is the cycle, we become transferred. While whether you sit here or anywhere, while being transferred, you will become deities from human beings. The aim and object should be there in your intellect, that you are going to become this. Do anything. You cook the food, you must have only the Father's remembrance in your intellect. You children receive the inheritance, that you receive the instruction that while walking and moving along, you must be in the remembrance of the Father, because you remember the inheritance when you remember the Father. And of course, you also remember the cycle of 84 births. What difficulty do you find? Nothing. When you are becoming deities, you must not have devilish natures. You must not become angry with anyone. You must not cause sorrow to anyone. You must not hear any useless matters through your ears. Just remember the Father. You have heard a lot of gossips of the world. He is like that, she is like this, she has this, he has this. Baba says such useless things should not be considered. You understood by this term gossip? Mothers, do you understand? Just talking about others. How am I that we should have the focus on ourselves? Each one is making their fortune, and what is mine? I must look at myself. Baba says, by listening to that for half a cycle, you have come down the ladder. Now the Father says, don't get into such gossips. We used to call this as jam. He is like that, she has this. Don't get into such useless discussions. It's more about wasting your time. Your time is very, very valuable. There is a lot of benefit through this study, and your position is also received through this. Of course, one has to make a lot of effort in that worldly study. They just visit the foreign land to give the examinations, but Father doesn't give any other difficult task to you. The Father tells the souls that you remember the Father. They just make one another sit, just to ensure that they sit in remembrance. We also have the teachers who sit on the stage. You must not look at them. Sometimes we used to ask the students to make a line and make each one sit in front of the other, just to have this practice of soul consciousness. By gradually sitting in the remembrance of the Father, you become a flower from a thorn, and this is a wonderful way. So one must accept the Srimad of the Father. Of course, everyone has a different disease, and surgeon is sitting here to treat every disease. eminent people, of course, they have their own surgeons and physicians, family physicians. And who is your surgeon? He is God. He is the imperishable or immortal surgeon. He says he makes you healthy for half a cycle. And when you remember the Father, your sinful actions can be absolved. And you become healthy for 21 births. You must just during Sakar Baba's time, they used to just tie that the Baba wants you to have that knot, because Baba wants us to have the determined thought of remembering him. Then you will become healthy for 21 births. Then there will not be any illness for 21 births. Though the soul is imperishable, it is the body which becomes ill, but the soul has to suffer. You don't fall ill for half a cycle. Just be busy in the remembrance of the Father. You children must do service. Some children's throats just choke because of explaining so much at exhibitions, and some children feel that while doing service they will just go to Baba. It's a very good way to do service. You children have to explain at exhibitions. First of all, you must show the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan at exhibitions. This is the outstanding picture. Of course, you have the images in order. What's the first one, second, and third? Baba just explains that flow. Baba says there was this kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan 5,000 years ago, and there was a lot of wealth. There was that purity, peace, and happiness, everything. But people have shown. How can you remember anything when the duration is said to be hundreds of thousands of years? When it is the ancient story, we just forget. Lakshmi Narayan's picture is the first class one, and the duration of that age is 1000 to 50 years, and this dynasty ruled the kingdom. Even you didn't know before. Now the Father has reminded us. You have ruled the world. You forgot. You ruled the whole world. Did you forget? Of course, you have taken 84 births, and you belonged to the Sun dynasty. Of course, you take rebirth. How did you take 84 births? It's a very simple matter to be understood. You have started coming down the ladder, and now the Father is taking us into the ascending stage. It's also said that. What do you sing when it's related to the ascending stage? Avinash brother. Your ascending stage benefits everyone in the world. Then they just blow a conch shell. Now you children know that there will be the cries of distress. Just look at Pakistan, what had happened. This is the scene of the partition. When the partition took place, that is in 1947, Baba talks about that. Everyone used to say that, oh God, oh Ram, What will happen now? Destruction is something which is big. Then there will be the cries of victory. The father explains his children the destruction must take place of this unlimited world. The unlimited father gives us the unlimited knowledge. He gives this knowledge. Of course, you know this the history and geography of the world, but no one knows how Lakshmi and Narayan just ruled. No one knows their history and geography. You know very well for how many births they ruled and how those religions then came. This is called the spiritual knowledge. It is the spiritual father who sits here and gives to you children. Human beings teach human beings. God is making you children equal to himself. The teacher makes students equal to himself. In what? Kavita sister, the essence of this knowledge is Ratna sister. The essence of the knowledge, the essence of this whole study, where Baba makes children just as he is. He's our teacher, right? He's making us like himself. Ram Shlok, brother. Three words, of course, everyone remembers. That is being incorporeal, completely voiceless, and egoless. This is the essence of the whole study. These three words were there in Baba's Murli until the last day of Sakar Baba's life. And the essence of the study comes in these three words. Baba makes us like him in these three words. Baba says, I make you double crowned, that is, I make you even more elevated than myself. And you get that crown of light by having Baba's remembrance, and by knowing the cycle of 84 births, you become the rulers of the globe. Now you children know about the karma philosophy, that is of the impact or the consequence of sinful actions and neutral actions. Baba says the actions are neutral in the golden age and the actions become sinful in the Ravan's kingdom. And when your degree starts reducing, then you will become so dirty. Then the Father comes and gives the fruit of the devotion. Of course, everyone is a devotee in the world. Devotees don't exist in the golden age. The cult of devotion exists at that time. That is the reward of this knowledge. Now you children know that. We are receiving that unlimited reward from the Father at this time. You just explain this image of Lakshmi and Narayan to anyone at exhibitions. There was their kingdom. There was the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan 5,000 years ago, and there was complete purity, peace, and prosperity. You didn't have any other religion at that time, and now you find various religions. You don't have these religions at that time, and definitely these religions will emerge later. Baba just teaches us with so much love. There is no question of conflicts. This is the biggest life, and this is the foreign's kingdom. This is the kingdom. This is a foreign kingdom, and Baba tells the souls, and it is the soul who does everything, and the soul plays the role through his costume. The soul is now being influenced by the body consciousness. Now the Father says, become soul conscious. Baba doesn't give any other difficult task. When the Father comes in an incognito way, he gives the world sovereignty in an incognito way. Baba gives the inheritance in an incognito way. And what's the memorial of that? When you give dowry, when your daughter gets married, that's also, it's in an incognito way. It is said that you earn a lot. There is a greatest charity if you make anything in an incognito way. What is the way to accumulate charity? Everything must be incognito. Some children receive extra marks. How does that happen? Something, if it is done, then they will receive. All of us who do the service, we do through our body. No one even knows how you are accumulating. Baba says there is a lot of power in doing something in an incognito way. Baba says, children, you explain the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan in temples, and you always wish for the peace in the world. And when did that happen? That no one knows. Now you know that there was this purity, peace, and happiness in the golden age. And they also say that when someone sheds the body, they say that he has gone to become the resident of heaven. People just talk whatever comes in their intellect. Atam Prakash, brother, might remember, if someone just says that this soul has gone to become the resident of heaven, Baba used to insist us to send a letter. Baba used to find various ways of doing service. People just talk whatever comes in their intellect, and of course it's also destined in the drama. You sweet, sweet children have this knowledge that you have gone through the cycle of this 84 births, and the Father has come to take us from this impure world into a pure world, and you get transferred by being in the remembrance of the Father, and you get transformed from thorns into a flowers, and then you become the emperors of the world. It is the Father who makes the Supreme Soul is ever pure, and he comes to make everyone pure. You become very radiant and beautiful, and there is natural beauty there. Now we have so much artificial show-offs. You know very well how much splendor and fashion, how it's taking its shape. They used to stay behind the curtains. Now they just have different way of living. There is a lot of dirt everywhere. So the Father says, don't hear evil. The king always has the power, and whatever he donates in the name of God, of course, that has so much power. Here no one has power. Whatever comes in anyone's intellect, they just do. And there are dirty human beings, whereas you are so fortunate. Why? We are very fortunate, really. Why? There are so many reasons why are we fortunate. We have that list. Today Baba tells Pravina sister, can you Surajmukhi sister, Baba says you are very fortunate because the boatman is holding your hands. Mothers, are you listening? You are very fortunate because the life of the boat of our life, it is being held by Baba, the boatman. You become instruments every cycle. The first and the foremost one is this body consciousness, then all other devils or the demons start coming. You must make the effort. A lot of effort has to be made in being soul conscious and remember the Father. It's not a bitter medicine, do you think? It's not a bitter medicine. Just Baba tells, consider yourself as a soul and remember the Father. However you walk, how long you walk, by being in Baba's remembrance, you become light because you receive a lot of power. Then you become the Master Almighty Authority. You know that you will become the Master of the world. You have come to the Father. There is no other difficulty in this. And Baba even doesn't give you anything difficult thing. He just tells you children that hear no evil. Today's lesson is hear no evil. Of course, everyone is listening, right? Because this gathering is so big. So many things get discussed. We must not even listen. Baba says, those who are serviceable, only the jewels of knowledge will emerge from the mouths of the serviceable children. Nothing but the things of knowledge can emerge from their mouths. You should not listen to the useless gossip. Baba has used this terminology, that is useless gossip. This is the best word which is used. You should not listen to the useless gossip. Only jewels emerge from the mouths of those who do service. If you speak anything other than this knowledge, it's like throwing stones. If you don't throw stones, or either you are busy in throwing stones or in giving the jewels. Baba tells you can't even mention the value of the imperishable jewels of this knowledge. The Father comes and gives you the jewels of this knowledge, and the devotion that is the devotion where you completely were busy in throwing stones. And your children know that Baba is very, very sweet. And for half a cycle, you just sang this song that you are the mother and the father. You just sing like a parrot. You children must have a lot of happiness. Baba gives us the unlimited inheritance, that is the world sovereignty. We were the masters of the world 5,000 years ago. We are no more now, but we will become again. Shiv Baba just gives the inheritance through Brahma Baba. There has to be this Brahman clan, the lucky chariot. This term is used because Shiv Baba takes his costume, and we the children are of Brahma or Brahmins. Of course, the Brahmins are the top knot, and the place shown in the variety form image at the confluence sage. The top is Shiv Baba, and there you Brahmins of this confluence sage who become the children of God. At present, you are the children of God. When you become the children of deities, your degree reduces. Ram Shlok, brother, what did you listen? We are the children of the God. This is the highest degree. Even Lakshmi and Narayan's degree is not that great because they don't have this knowledge. However, Brahmins have this knowledge. They have attained that position through this knowledge. You can't call them ignorant. It doesn't mean that if they don't have the knowledge, they become ignorant. The highest level of knowledge is proved by becoming an embodiment of that. They have already become the embodiments of that. So you can't call them ignorant. They have become the embodiment. They have reached that position through knowledge. You Brahmins are very high. You become deities. When you become deities, you will not have this knowledge. If they have the knowledge, it would have continued through various generations. You sweet children are explained different ways and all ideas. You can do the service by traveling in train. You can just talk about the same picture. Many will come and gather. All the old children, all of us, we have done this kind of service. We just open the 7 days course and people just come and take a look. Many children are born through this way of service. Those who belong to this clan, they imbibe very well and they become the subjects. We have very wonderful pictures. We, the people of Bharat, were deities. Now we are not. The history gets repeated. And this is the confluence age, which is where we become the elevated beings. Achha. To you, sweetest, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, father, and Bab Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to you, spiritual father says namaste to you, spiritual children, and we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance, and say good morning, namaste to the mother, father, and Bab Dada. You didn't respond to Baba very well. You must, how well Baba gives us the teachings, we must be grateful to him for his teachings. And we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance, and say good morning, namaste to the mother, father, and Bab Dada. The essence for the first one. Don't let anything but this knowledge emerge from your mouth. Never listen to gossip. Only let the jewels of this knowledge, not stones, constantly emerge from your mouth. Second one, together with doing service, stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance and keep yourself free from this disease. Stay in the intoxication and happiness that you have found God Himself, the eternal surgeon who makes you free from illness for 21 births. Blessing. May you be an intense effort maker who follows the Father in every situation and gives the response of love. You automatically follow the one you love. Always remember to ask yourself, am I following the Father in the act am I performing? If it is not, then just stop there. By copying the Father, you become equal to the Father. Just like how you use a carbon paper to make a copy, in the same way, use the paper of attention and a copy will be made. because now is the only time to become an intense effort maker and make yourself full of every power. If you are unable to make yourself full, then you can take someone's help. Else, if you carry on, it will become too late. If you can't do, just take someone's support, but make yourself full. Slogan: the fruit of contentment is happiness, and by being happy, all other questions finish. Don't look at any weakness of the souls. Just be in your awareness that all the souls are different. Let there be the soul conscious vision for everyone. By remembering everyone as a soul, you will be able to give them power. This soul is speaking. These are the sanskars of the soul. Make this lesson form. You will have good wishes for everyone. Mama's specialities. Oh. Mama's words were having this sweetness, and she used to use a very low tone to talk, and she used to talk whatever is required. She was not even laughing. She didn't have the habit of laughing loudly. Her sweet, gentle smile was her laughing style. She had the depths of the ocean and with which everyone used to get attracted to her. We must know the importance of our words, and we should speak only when it is required. Of course, everyone has heard Mama's Murli. Baba used to send Murli in always Mama's name. Baba, whoever, Baba always used to send that letter in Mama's name, even to the great scholars, popes, church fathers, etc. Of course, this was the sweet teachings of the father, and I came this morning. Respected Brujmohan Baiji is in ORC. The meeting of the doctors took place at the team of the Zydus Hospital. He informed us that we are not giving any medicine. You can maintain his health condition in this way. After discussing with the doctors, and we have discussed with respected Mohini Didiji and Jayanti Didiji and Karuna Baiji and Mrutyunjay Baiji, what is the next plan of action? Then we finally decided that whether can he be moved to Shantivan or Delhi. Arrangements were made in Shantivan as well as at ORC. If we have to travel from here to Ahmedabad, it takes minimum 4 hours. And if I have to travel from ORC to Zydus, there is a very reputed hospital which just takes 12 minutes. After considering all the factors, we just decided that then we just cross-verified with Baba through the instrument Shashi Didiji. When Baba said yes and respected Baiji was moved to ORC, it was a very sensitive situation, but under the canopy of the protection of Baba, and that canopy was quite visible from the time he was in hospital. There is a history of how Baba has extended his extraordinary support in taking care of the soul's health. He's totally okay now. Whether can he recognize or identify people? Can he understand? He's totally, he understands, he responds, he does everything. He's not able to speak. He writes even and gives a response. He's okay. His health is perfect. Just under the guidance and the supervision of these doctors and these nurses. There are 4 nurses throughout the day who will take care. Of course, we have our own brothers and sisters there. Suman's sister is here, and Sanjay brother from Global and Pratap Baji has sent him there. Of course, we have our own people there. Doctors just take a conference meeting in order to monitor his condition daily. And doctors also visit him on alternate days. It was strictly prohibited. Even at Zydus Hospital, they didn't tell us directly, but they used to inform the security, and it was not that great where security team comes and informs us to leave, because we just send our good wishes from here. Even yesterday doctors said that no one should be allowed. Let them take a look from outside. He just waves his hand. He just acknowledges your presence. The only difference is that he can't speak. I just visited one place. That was the first Gita Pathshala which was opened by Prem sister. The first Gita Pathshala which was opened in 1964. It has been 61 years that has been continuing. And yesterday I visited and I just took the gifts. What can be gifted from your side? I was not able to understand what Baiju was just about to say. And he said in writing that just have a channel of joy. You'll be happy, and I'm sure no one gives such gifts. We will just take gifts. They were very happy. We will just have it laminated because those were that was in his, he wrote those things with his hands and they were very happy to get it laminated. What should be told? Then just say everyone that I'm fine and give my love and remembrance to everyone. So I'm giving his love and remembrance. Please accept. Om Shanti. There are a few announcements. those brothers and sisters who have this electric vehicle, irrespective of whether you are a trial member or a surrendered brother or sister, you can get your names registered at Deepak Brother Garage Department. The list is being made, so you have to get it registered in case you want any kind of assistance that will be given. The evening meditation it is at Dadiji's meeting hall from 6 to 8 p.m. There is an announcement from pad office. All those caretakers of Gita Pathshalas are requested to be at hall number 1 training center. All the teachers are requested to just ensure that the mothers who are taking care of this Gita Pathshalas will attend the training session. There is an announcement from Dr. Satish Gupta ji. Those who would like to, those who have health issues, you can just be at Dadiji's meeting hall where Dr. Satish Gupta ji will, he's a cardiologist. He will just meet all of you and he gives you some health tips. The CAT program's details also will be given at that time. Let's send good wishes. Mata's program goes like this. Today's self-respect is mine is only one Shiv Baba, none other. Can everyone say mine is one Shiv Baba, none other? And 10 a.m. there will be yoga through Baba's drill. And 11 to 12 there will be a class by respected Asha Didi ji, and she has come from Delhi just to conduct this class. Of course, all of you express your happiness in the form of clapping, but the best thing is to come here in time and take the complete benefit of her class. The topic is the one faith and one support. And 12 to 1 there will be the self-reflective session. Evening 4 to 5, you have to write a letter to Baba by considering him as a bridegroom. And 5 to 6, there will be a yoga through commentary. Dr. Savita ji. And 6 to 7, there is a class again by respected Asha Didi ji. And the experience of happiness by having all the relationships with the one father, keeping this in your awareness. Just take the complete benefit of today's program. Let's remember Baba for 2 minutes. Let's watch respected Dadi Prakash Maniji's video. To go beyond all attractions and detach from everyone, the first stage is to become an angel who goes beyond all these gross relationships. So one must practice this stage regularly. The first renunciation which is required, that is of this body consciousness. This body consciousness is very, very subtle, or it's a very subtle subject, or a great deal of effort is required in order to conquer that. Om Shanti.